Looks good, looks good. All right, YouTube should be fired up properly. Let's check Twitch. Twitch is looking good too. Awesome. What's up, Obsidian? Good to see you. Good afternoon, folks. Thank you, Mark. Man, large font might not be the biz on this chat. Let's... Shit, where did I change that? There it is. Okay, too small. Yeah, I think keep it at medium. It's probably the best bet. Hell yeah. All right. Let's leave that alone. All right, I'm going to hop into the live stream voice chat. Anybody that comes along with me today, I will pull them up there with me. Counter with it's 9 a.m. Good after. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's technically morning for me for another 5 minutes. Yeah. All right. Send out the call here. Okay, cool. Put out the call for any help for Wave 1 testing here. A little bit different than yesterday. For one, we're going to stick to good old-fashioned alcohol. Because, god damn, that drink shut me down yesterday. I apologize for that. Yeah, AT, feeling better? Yeah. No, Ossifer, I'm fine. No, that, it was, I think Malice that hit me up that said it was probably a combination of how hard that was hitting me all at once on top of the flying around and moving boxes. I pretty much gave myself motion sickness because I just felt like shit, dude. I went past anything that registered as fun and went into like a stomach ache and feeling like really pushed down by like the back of my head. And I was like, yeah, this is, it's almost 2 o'clock. I don't got 2 more hours in me. I'm about to fall over any minute. So yeah, the rest of the day I pretty much did nothing. Felt sedated on the couch for a few hours, watched some TV with my wife, started to eat a lot of food and drink a lot of water. Don't underestimate 50 milligrams. Yeah, it hit hard. Experiment completed. Do not recommend for flying space games, running a live stream, throwing around a bunch of cargo, because it had that effect where everything around me slowed down. So I haven't even watched back. I want to watch back the video to see like what I look like on the outside. But I know a couple of things that I was identifying internally was I was not talking as much. I felt like every process I was doing was taking 10 times longer. So I was also internally, mentally impatient as hell. Be like, we are still loading these boxes. Why does it feel like it's been 5 hours since we started loading these boxes? Everything was starting to just drag on and get really annoying. I could feel sort of like the disconnect from, I guess, being an entertainer to versus just like internalizing, going quiet, being like, all right, troubleshoot, turn it off and on again. Let's figure out how to wake up. Yo, Rook, yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing with me is like, I don't really feel the munchies are hungry while I'm under the influence. It's almost like after the fact, my body was basically saying, yo, we were pretty much sick, so we need to replenish. And then I go into a crazy, like, overactive metabolism after I've already come down. Like, my body's trying to heal. Really weird. I'm weird, man. My body does weird things. You can see where your eyes glaze over. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, my wife was telling me because she was watching it too. That's too funny. Nearly 5 p.m. where you're at. That's a good point. I think we need a code word for you that basically says, shut down, go lay down, you've had enough, right? Yeah, well, hopefully that isn't something that happens too often. We are going to enjoy the raspberry flavored one tomorrow night, but it's going to be a, we're done gaming. We're going to sit down, probably go through Lucifer. We've been watching that. We're a little late to the party there, but we're in Season 2, and that's been a lot of fun. So we're going to split it, really enjoy it over time with lots of snacks. and see if we can maintain a happy place. Because throwing it back like a monster yesterday, not the biz, bro. Not the biz. That was another problem yesterday. I had only had that egg bagel that like splooshed all over me, plus the monster. Didn't really hydrate or have enough food, and decided to say fuck it and throw that back. Because, you know, not feeling all too wise in the moment. Alright, let me go ahead and finish this mission we're on. Did you see the security lizard? What? Security lizard? What are you talking about? Alcohol and THC mix is bad news for me. I become either an obnoxious silly or a silly ass or a werewolf. Oh shit. Crazy. And there so I'll be the proud owner of a warthog. Then begins a mammoth task of mapping out SC controls. Oh, fun! Good times ahead for you. Let me make sure our volumes, yep, that's what I thought. Way low because I was watching some YouTube earlier, so we'll get that up. Probably bring down our main master volume a little bit. Let me know if audio's okay as we're going through this. Check Discord pet pics. Okay, I'll take a peek. The tea, though, I mean, flavor-wise and everything, it was freaking good, dude. I definitely recommend, based off of the flavor and the potency, like, it is definitely a good time to be had if you know what you're doing. Still, the carbonated tea sensation is a little weird for me. I don't think, has anybody ever had carbonated tea or carbonated tea flavor stuff? Because that was probably the biggest thing that threw me off in the experience. Alright, let's see. So I was kind of playtesting a little bit on the combat side with some ships for these new missions, and combat right now, depending on your setup and who you're going up against, is really freaking annoying, dude. Oh yeah, I was absolutely laced. That's what I'm saying, like, you get your money's worth and then some, but aside from being completely incapacitated, it was a really good drink. The lizard's name is Bowser. I will check that out after I clear the rest of this little area of combat so I'm not caught with my pants down. Alright. Here we go. We finally got radar contact. It would be a Reliant. Let's see if I can immobilize this sucker before it... Never mind. He's just going to run into an asteroid. That is so anticlimactic, dude. You know, I do remember yesterday at some point Val saying at least the AI don't seem to be basically dumb as shit. Well, they still run into asteroids, so there's that. But then again, so do players. Can't even pretend that we don't. Did I have anything? Oh, hey, guys, look, death marker staying in place. That's a change. Also, I wanted to fly the Corsair. I also wanted to fly my F7 Super Hornet. Both are still affected by the lack of MFDs, and not being able to distribute my power the way I want really kills it when you're trying to do anything combat related. But the F8 and the Connie are working pretty well. So instead of the Corsair, we're the Connie. Really wanted the Corsair because it's up to date. You know, you can interact with all the components, you can repair stuff, and it's strong as shit in a fight. I want to see if there's anything lootable. I was dogfighting with an NPC Arrow, and I got frustrated and ended up kissing an asteroid in my F8 over here earlier. I don't think I had anything on my person, but if I am floating here, I'd like to check and see. All that's left appears to be my body, and now the asteroid's disappeared. That's a little disconcerting here. There it is. We'll hit the parking brake, we will pop out and see if there is anything worth taking off our person. Is Brisk carbonated? I haven't had soda in years. Actually, I think Brisk teas are not carbonated, by any account that I remember. Let me know if anybody else has had a different experience. Kind of feels good to be back in the Connie, not gonna lie. This is my main ship for so long. Oh, that's trippy as shit. That asteroid is full-on spinning next to me. I don't like that. And disappearing as you look away from it. That's trippy as shit. Okay. Did I have anything in my backpack? I sure did. Give me that stuff. Can't you take Yeah, that's acting weird. We'll leave that alone then. That is just not a good feeling. Let's get out of here. I wish I had not disabled the MSR that I was encountering before you guys got on, because it was on approach. It took a couple of hits from the Deadbolt 5s I have and just, like, drifted past me dead stick. It was hilarious. Oh, man, yeah. Seeing that asteroid yesterday might have been a little bit too trippy. See, how'd you really fucked up the Vandal Smuggler mission? It's extremely cheesable. Really? Oh, that doesn't sound good. What's the cheese? What's happening? Is that, I'm guessing, it would have to be in the PTU you're saying. Make sure I don't end up running into that guy. Okay, so there's a separate destination now for this mission. So this is one of the Hauler Hunters missions. I think we got all the enemies in this particular spot, so I believe we need to jump to another beacon. That's my guess. There's a target at Levski. Interesting. You can skip all the decrypting you have to do. I'm pretty sure that wasn't by design. Shit. Hang on. Let's go F4 star, recenter that camera. It's weird that it's saying that there's a target over here at Lev. I'm going to see. The missions have, as you could probably guess, been a little wonky. They haven't been playing quite like they're supposed to. So we're going through and seeing what the Eckert security missions out of Levski or the Nix system play like, because there's a lot of, you know, stopping cargo pirates, thwarting cargo capture. Okay, now that we're here, is it probably just going to show me the only one is that one? Yeah. What the hell? Okay, does that say 10.4 mega mics away? Yo, Mike Bad Beat, what's up? Good to see you. At the QV station, that is. We got Yoda in the chat. What's up? Neutralize target. Oh, this sucks. I can't just select it. You skip the doors locking and can then go straight to the warehouse elevator. That's not good. Okay, I can't quantum to that target. Huh. Alright, we're going to try an Alt F4 solution here. See if we can maybe resync and get the pin to drop. Did you manage to actually get to your body with a blind QT? That's kind of nuts. No, water is on the menu, but we are enjoying some Lucky One lemonade, blueberry flavor. Standard alcoholic beverage today. No surprises. Alright, let's try this. We're going to see if we can resync. See if that option works to get back. Or to be able to actually jump to this quantum beacon. Ah! Not a sponsor. Nailed it, Kai. Nailed it. Yeah, I've done the little quantum hops before to get as close as I can to a target. That's fair. Maybe we'll try that. Because I think it's in line with the other quantum beacon, so it might be possible. USA has the strangest flavor combos. Yeah, we got some weird stuff, no doubt. Alex Moore, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, to everybody. So today's goal is just to try out some of these combat missions and such and see what we can get into here. I think everybody's in the same server, right? Just hop back in. When I QT'd my body, I still ended up like 1,000 kilometers from my body, so it still took a bit to reach it. Yeah, that's probably as close as one would expect to get to it, and then you're going, what, at most about 1 kilometer a second? So that's 1,000 seconds to get to your body. A little bit of a wait. In the past, when you've had quantum beacons that just didn't register or didn't line up right, it would usually get fixed by doing an Alt F4, kind of resync with the background shard. So we're going to see if that works. Hell yeah. Get that dinner, brother. Enjoy it. All right. About there. Hey, there we go. Let's see, is that actually navigating to the correct one? Guess we'll find out. Oh, we got a raid coming in. What is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hey, hey, hey. Kaim, appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're just getting started with some shenanigans out here. Trying to see if we can get to this darn target that seems to be in a spot he's not supposed to be. I don't think we can get a quantum beacon here. We're struggling, man. We're struggling. But welcome everybody who's come over from the stream. What were we doing today over there? What was y'all's pleasure today? All right, we're gonna try the blind hop. Let's see if we get lucky. All right, 5.1. Let's see, let's see. Too far. Definitely too far. Coming back around. Let's see what we got. We're trying to do some cargo. Didn't go too well. Damn, sorry to hear that. That's too bad. Then I was trying to decide between Asgard and Zeus for my next ship. Ah, man, my vote's on the Asgard. 100%. The Zeus is cool, but I think the Asgard kicks it in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. What do you think, chat? Let me know. Asgard versus Zeus. Let's give our inputs. I'm Team Asgard, though, for sure. Only 1.52 megamics out. Can we do it? Can we get closer? So, like, the Corsair is one of my favorites, man. It sucks that in the 4.6 PTU that the MFDs are busted on it. Oh, now it doesn't want to acknowledge? What's the malfunction here? Come on. Alright. I've reached the end of my patience for this mission, so we're going to abandon it and try another. Let's see what else we can get into. Hauler Hunters. This is what we were actually trying to do, so let's give it another shot here. We'll set our jump. I'll take a peek at the chat. Here we go. Only about a 20 gig jump, no problem. I was wondering, do you also spawn in the void when respawning in your hangar in Lev? When I first jumped into the 4.6 PTU, I spawned into Levski, falling through Levski, so I quickly backspaced to respawn on a medical table. Puff the Magic Dragon, what's up? Asgard 100% from Blue Dragon. Yep, hell yeah, Asgard. Scarlet saying I'm biased because I hate the Zeus. Or the Zeus ramp. Okay, gotcha. Apples to oranges. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Ruck. They're pretty different ships. Asgard. 1 megamic will take 30 minutes to travel with hydrogen. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. I think I'm going to avoid that. Looks like your hand flying. What? That's the spirit. I spawned at Levski almost. Funny hearing everyone cough. Yeah, because everyone has got the Melina mold, M&M. It's a little bit too accurate to hear the coughing sounds. Makes me feel a little icky at Levski, not going to lie. Yo, Exit coming in with the gift subs, man. You are the man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Everybody shoot Exit a good thank you in the chat. That is awesome. Last night in 4.6, I pulled out a C1 and MFDs were broken. I flew it to another station to grab cargo, stored it, and then pulled it back out. MFDs were on. Really, Dirty Bob? Is there a workaround for the blacked out MFDs? Because if that's the case, maybe I could get the Corsair working? Zeus MR is a boat I'm looking forward to. That's the military version, right? Because we got the, I think the Expedition and the Hauler version. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Then the coughing follows your ship. Yeah, I've been fortunate that the coughing didn't follow my ship once I left the station, but it was kind of weird. I was in my Connie, messing with the storage lockers, hearing coughing like somebody's on one of the beds in my ship. I'm like, alright, no. Should not be happening. The bounty hunting Zeus, yeah. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for popping over to the stream. We're going to be going for a while today. We're testing the Wave 1 4.6 PTU. It is likely going to come with plenty of issues. And if anybody from my group ends up hopping in too, we'll probably end up crewing a couple of ships, testing out these missions, seeing what we get into. Let's see if I can disable that MSR before he becomes a problem. It's way down there away from everybody else. That is where I'm going to head. We're going to go ahead and pull some power from our tractor beam that keeps turning on. Throw that into our shields. With our deadbolt build on this Connie, we have got more than enough power to all vital components. And these deadbolts do a pretty good job of turning these ships off. So we got extra enemies down here. That is like another mission spawned. That is not ideal. Are you heading my way? You are. Let's see if we can shut you off. Oh, they're all heading my way. Great. Cool.
Shields damaged.
Come on. Okay, I think we shut down the Reliant. He is hurting pretty bad. We're going to try to get some distance. This is not a good place to be in. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think he's done too. Alright, we're quadrant. Let's see if we can maybe get a little rotate action here. Stop ourselves from being completely knocked out. There are a lot of little ships here. I'm going to be a little bit inactive on the chat while I try not to get my shit totally pushed in.
I need a hand!
Yeah, you probably do, Buck. Alright, we gotta move. We are way too hit here. Full speed ahead. We absolutely spawned in an area that has got two separate groups of enemies going. Alright. Full blast out of here again. Woo! Alright, competent game developers, a workaround for the broken MFDs. There you go. Can't wait for the big story mission in Levski's internals. That's right, yeah, there's supposed to be some deep underground cool thing going on. Persistent NPCs, they have followed me all the way out here. Hop into battle, hop out of battle. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and get those shields back up. Let's... You are already this buccaneer, guys. Look at this fucker. Pretty sure that buck is now down. What is he doing? He's losing power. So something interesting is happening now. When they go derelict, they turn white, and then when you hit them, they actually become, or it gives you like a friendly notice when you hit them. This one NPC followed us way out here. What's going on, Double Doc? How you doing?
Ben.
Jeez, the amount of neutralized targets that are out here is crazy. What the hell is hitting me now? Oh, somebody else came out this far, huh?
You and Nick's.
I could use a hand
Yeah.
here.
I am. Did you just go dead stick too? Watching his signatures drop, his shields are still up. New to the game, enjoying it so far. Guns and Wands, welcome, welcome. It is a lot. Okay, that guy's having a lot of fun or a really bad time. Jeez, why is this ship hitting me so hard? Little Gladiator's kind of a beast, huh? Taking all these Deadbolt 5 hits and still kicking. Yeah, I don't think he can do anything now. I think he's pretty much donezo. The annoying part is how badly the Connie's hit, but I don't think anything else is near us, so we might hop out and see if we can do a little repair. We're about 40, almost 50 kilometers away from the other enemies, so I don't think anybody else is coming out here and mess with us. I might pump him with a bit more lead. Well, no, he went white, which I think is a good indicator of ship being disabled now. Because if I take shots now, it should say target friendly. Let's see. Am I too far? Alright, for test. Gimbals are for rookies. No, I've enjoyed not having the gimbals get in my way. I want my bullets to go where I'm putting them. Yeah, I'm not getting any target friendly notifications on it either. Don't want to waste too many more shots, though. I'm fairly certain that guy's not going to come back alive or start to work again. In fact, he's probably going to go critical soon. So let's get some distance. Yeah, no, gimbals while flying and using a flight stick drive me insane. Like, I can't do that. I'll do it, like, in a turret, but nah, not when I'm actually flying the ship. Yeah, AT, that's been the complaint of most Connie pilots, is that bar in your face. Why are we not slowing down? Oh, did it glitch? Oh, no, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, we should be stationary. Let's see if we can maybe do some repairs real quick. Super bored right now, exploring the paths in Lev I never saw before. Alright, hopefully that's fun. Okay. I think anything inside is going to matter. Other than we can fix this door. And it should close. There we go. Again, that is something I probably love more than just about anything else that was brought with engineering. Being able to fix these doors is great. Morning, Jason. What's up? It's less annoying in VR, but honestly, I still want it gone. What is that? Oh, the strut. The strut and the Connie. Makes sense. Alright, let's head out and look at it. The main hole and see if that's going to repair with any sort of haste. Would doubt it. Okay, it says that doesn't need to be fixed. It says this is fine. 98%. Really would like the ships to get their pass so that it was just consistent about what is hurt and what isn't. Because according to this, I can't even repair this. Will this be timely at all? Jeez. All that just to go up 1%? How about the guns? We'll get the guns repaired. This is the Taurus. This has been one of my most flown ships in the game by far. And given the amount of these missions that are centered around carrying cargo, it makes sense to have ships like the Taurus, the Corsair, the Asgard for these missions. Granted, though, if you're soloing the Asgard and you're trying to come into these combat missions, it is not going to be a good time. The Asgard shields are paper thin compared to the amount of NPCs you're fighting. Now, if you got somebody with you manning that size 4 turret, it could be a good time. But you're definitely going to need that wingman. Okay. I think all of the deadbolts are good. Might pop in and just see how much this Connie can take. What could go wrong, right? Come on. We do have a bunch of missiles we can utilize. I'm trying out the cross sections and the EMs. No, they didn't make the repairs slower. The repairs have just always been terribly slow. It also depends on the ship. So, a lot of the ships that are before their gold pass, you know, they don't have their physicalized components and such. They're a bit more of a pain to maintain because you can't actually get anything individually. But all of our components and all are great. They're all good. It's just showing that our central hull is really beat up here. But there's no way to repair that. Like, it's all red out. You can't even interact with it, which is frustrating. What's up, Gunner? How's it going? All right. Let's see what happens here. We're going to go ahead and activate our full salvos of missiles. Maybe I'll fire them in pairs of 2, actually. Be a little bit smarter about it. Now, all of these ships are going to start engaging at the same time. Kind of taking my time going in just because I don't want to run too deep, not prepared. In 4.5, I put 2 size 5 attritions and 2 size 5 ADB ballistics, and it's usually pretty good at taking out ships. I could imagine. I've gone with the Deadbolt 5 approach for that full penetration and component hit. The turret on this ship actually are 2 XJ3 distortion guns. Distortion's really powerful in this new world of components and engineering. Yeah, these guys are all pancaked together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets. I haven't done a whole lot of combat, so in the back of my head, seeing any part of my ship red just makes me think that I'm going to die immediately, but that doesn't seem to be the case now. So this guy's not even listed as a target. I think he was one of the ones that was left over. So if I could get close enough to isolate this guy, I am going to send 4 missiles at this dude. Have you come across ace pilots yet? Really annoying in 4.5. Can't get the bodies and no medals. So I have seen one ace pilot myself. I was trying to disable his ship and he ended up quantuming away, so that wasn't great. But just the one. Granted, I haven't been trying to farm them or mess with them at all, really. I've been doing all the hauling, salvage, mining. Alright, I hope that's also the same as target lock.
Light me up.
Let's see what happens. 4 missiles away. They're kind of zigzagging around. He is coming right at me. Damn it. Still in missile mode like an idiot. I was trying to do this. Precision mode is not putting my hits where I want. There we go. Okay, I think he's disabled. Front shield just came back stupid fast. How is there another one of these freaking gladiators out here, dude? Alright. Come here, you little bastard. Now, I have not used ballistics in a long time, but is it normal for ballistics to actually chunk the shields too, like they are? I think he's out now. Yeah, his signatures are falling hard. I think we have disabled him pretty well. See, there it is, the check fire friendly target thing.
Shields damaged.
Now what? You're back at me. What the hell you mean? Hang on. I don't see components to hit on this guy. I see, like, some little bits of red. Oh, are those them? Those are them, right there. Oh, shit! Is that where the components are hiding? Is that what those little red boxes are? Yeah, I think he's done. They do hit the shield, but penetrate with very little impact to shield. Okay, is this the pirate mission for the event? This is Hauler Hunters. I don't think that there is any specific pirate mission, unless maybe you guys can expand on what you mean by that. Because I saw that question yesterday, but I haven't seen anything about there being like a pirate-specific mission. Wait, what? Bro, I'm pissed. Base is having a plant-based burger truck show up instead of the local bar's burger truck. Dude, no way. You gonna try that Beyond Burger, bro? Did they fix Whole C bugs? Yo, Mooney, let me know which bugs you're talking about. The spawning extended in your hangar is still very much an issue, if that's the particular one you're concerned with. Oh, here, like in, we're good. Pull Blue Dragon up. Yo, what's up, Blue Dragon? I saw you were in the PTU, yeah?
Yeah. And I'm losing my ship right now.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, they just took out my engines and, you know, I can't even do anything.
Okay, I think they are all coming at me now. Yikes. Let's see if I can shut any down before they get too close. Oh, never mind. What is happening?
They definitely woke up the AI, so they hit a little harder.
Yeah. I'm realizing how hard gladiators and shit hit. Alright.
Well,
Two.
That's what I'm gonna get against. 2 gladiators, a 600, and a 400.
I've actually come to really despise the arrow of all ships.
Ooh.
Okay, these missiles are like messing with me, wanting to fly off and then come back in.
We lost one.
Yeah, my
Okay,
missiles
what the
wasn't
fuck?
even to connect.
I'm gonna take that hit. Fucking lovely. I dumped so many missiles. Or flares, whatever. What the hell? Yeah, my whole shit just got fucking nuked by something. Yeah, it knocked out both of my power plants. I'm 30 seconds out from those coming back online. Fucking awesome! Yeah, I think I might be being shot as well. Anybody have any idea what the hell just happened with those missiles completely ignoring flares?
Desync, maybe?
It's a hell of a lot of desync. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's the longest 30 seconds of my fucking life, dude. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Even after yesterday, you still say that?
Yeah, very much so. Come on, bitch. Wake up. Let's go. That was fucking stupid. There's not too many things in this game that'll piss me off. But that was fucking stupid. The funny part is being able to go through the entire countdown process of the power plants being offline and actually still being able to get away. But now it's pretty much useless because I've gotten entire parts of the Connie blown apart, so sweet. Alright. Where's my closest?
Surprisingly, this Corsair of mine defaulted. It's still kicking.
Do you have MFDs
Yeah.
in your Corsair? Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm switching to Corsair.
I was surprised it had it, but yeah.
So I guess it can be pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
All right.
Because on live, I didn't have it. On PTU, I do have it. So.
Wait, the MFD problem went to live as well? Am I hearing that right?
Yeah, I had it on the Vendro. The other one too. In live.
Easy fix for the Cambrio. Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, the Merlin that you would escape with does not have a quantum drive, so even if you manage to get away from your ship, you're not going anywhere anytime fast. Yeah, as far as the pirate mission thing, no idea. I haven't seen anything like that yet. Yeah, and I wonder about the whole sea. Hopefully that expansion issue in the hangar isn't as hard to fix as I'd be worried it might be. You know, I'm hoping that it gets corrected with this patch with 4.6, but we'll see. Wish escape pods worked. Yeah, but I also... Like, what would be the functional use of the escape pod in the video game? Because, I mean, you would get away, but now you're stranded waiting for maybe a teammate to come pick you up? I'd be curious to see how those are implemented.
When it comes to the escape pods, they might make it so you automatically get a medical beacon.
Yeah, possibly. It could be cool to see if there's a good incentive to employ some medical search and rescue missions or something, or maybe somebody would haul out an SRV, hook up to the pod, and tow it back to a station or something. Alright. Got a permanent collision alert on my screen. We are flying in a very beat up Connie. I will be very excited if the Corsair works.
I recommend changing the guns. The default ones suck on these NPCs.
Oh, I never run stock guns. I'm actually going to try out a 4 C788 cannon build since they have a 6-kilometer range. And probably the size 5s as Omni 12s, maybe? And then I'll put a bunch of distortion weapons as the size 2s.